around. I'm just, coming around. Yeah, because here's the deal. This is what I've discovered. You are you no matter where you go.
That's right.
So you are going to run into yourself at the next place that you go to. So if you didn't do the work here, you're probably not going to do the work there. Okay, so that was zero. Everybody say that was zero.
That was zero.
How many of you got some zeros before? Say, I have.
I have.
Okay, we all got some zeros. Wow. Did you die?
No.
Did nobody die? Okay. So now, we created this philosophy and culture within our organization because I like the Warriors, Golden State, but they just real fancy. They just very fancy. And I'm just not that fancy when it comes to business. I'm just not. I like the San Antonio Spurs. Don't get a whole bunch of attention. But when Tim Duncan was there, it's just the same system, Greg Popovich, just doing the same basics. They used to call Tim Duncan the big fundamentals. He don't do nothing real cute. Some of us, we try to be too cute. Yeah, you don't have no tea at the tea party.
Wow. Right. Come on.
Just very cute. I'm gonna get in trouble, boy. All right. Just no tea. Just no tea in sight. We just gonna have some people get together. You done laid out this whole spread of food. All right. So your goal is to average 5 qualified prospects per meeting and 1,000 points of volume. Now, right in each circle, here's what you want to do. Because what can't be tracked cannot be improved. But in each circle, you write the number of qualified prospects in attendance, the number of people who became IBOs, and the amount of volume generated. Hence why, in one of those circles, there was a 0. Because, it's called history. Everybody say history.
History.
His story. You got it? His story. Her story is history. So what I am doing, what you're doing when you carry a calendar, this is evidence that I built it. I didn't buy it. This is evidence that it was earned, not given. See, your upline, my sponsors, they built it with me. They haven't built it for me. Are you listening to me? See, when you master the skill, nobody can take that skill away from you. Anytime you blame your upline for anything, you are sounding like an employee. See, my calendar, this was before I even got started. I got 5 minutes, I gotta go. So this before I got started, even in TLC, I wrote in my calendar, Nnamdi Jarrod Wilkins Agomo. Where's Nnamdi come from? That's my other name. My mom's Nigerian, dad's from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. They met in law school. Okay, so Nnamdi Jarrod Wilkins Agomo. Just want to give you the Reader's Digest. This is the calendar. This was 2016. This is the calendar that will document exactly how we started earning $100,000 per month and more. I'm building it for my last name. Plan your work, work your plan. I wrote that before I did my first tea party. I wrote that before we had the first person join. I wrote that before I put together my first list. I wrote that before I got my first no. I wrote that before I even got my first yes. I wrote that before anybody decided that they were ever going to call me to join me. Are you listening to me? Yes. And then after I started planning my work, so you see it on the calendar there, I started going all around. I started in my home. Some of us, we're trying to build globally, and you haven't even mastered building locally. You want to go build overseas? What? Girl, you finna kill yourself. You don't even know that culture. You can't even eat that food. You're trying. All right. All right. So I put the list together, and you see all this? Can you see this? You can come take a picture later on. But these are circles. This is the evidence of my faith. Because now faith is the substance. Here's my substance. Where's your substance? Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, and the evidence of things not yet seen. But I've got substance. By the way, write this down. The harvest never looks like the seed. All right? Yeah, the harvest never looks like the seed. See, that's 2016. Here's 2017. Same thing. I wrote out my vision statement. And I'm doing the same thing. I've got it written. I've got it all planned out. of what, it's not happenstance. We're not going to accidentally get to where we're going. Do you think you're going to accidentally become a millionaire? There are no microwavable millionaires. Listen, the elevator to millionaire status is out of order. All of us going to have to take the stairs. You look at this here, look at all this. Number of qualified prospects. Look at the Tea Party schedule. Look at all these people here. These are just the living rooms that we are visiting because it's a home-based business, not a home-bound business. So I started in my living room, but I've moved it out of my living room, and it's all across the country now. It's all over the world now of people that are doing these meetings. Give me 5 people real quickly, up here real quick. 5 people, do it quickly. Come on, 5 people up on the stage quickly. Come on. 1. Oh, Jack Fallon's here. Okay. All right, 3. All right, that's it. All right. So here's what I want y'all to do. Do me a favor. Y'all stand this way right here looking at the trophies, please. Thank you, Mr. Fallon. Yes, there you go. Oh, thank a global ambassador. We put all y'all money together, put it in my cap. Okay, so. All right, so now, everybody see the line, right? Yes. So here's what happens. I'm closing. Get ready to shout. So here's what happens. Now you join the business as a tour taker. Yeah? Yeah, you're an IBO, but you start off as a what? Tour taker. Now, write this down. Every executive ambassador has a past. Every tour taker has a future. Right. Yeah. Are you with me? Yeah. And, oh, by the way, parenthetically, leaders, true leadership is not making people feel like they're being left behind. Yeah. Yeah, I learned that stupid stuff too. That's not leadership. Oh yeah, I'm going on, I'm moving. No. True leadership is making people feel that you'll still be there for them when they decide to catch up. Yes. Are you listening to me? Yes. So now, everybody starts in the success TLC line. You join, you look good. And you start to see these people in line too, and you heard the stories from today. You heard, oh, I was a teenage mom. You heard, me and my husband started, or I'm a single mother, and all these stories that you've heard. And so now you decide to get in line. Now you're in line because you've heard these stories. And you've been inspired by these stories, right? Yes or yes? Yes. And so what happens now is you get in line and you're like, okay, yeah, I'm going to do what I can do what they're doing. But you don't truly know what they've done yet. So sometimes we get in this line, and because we're just looking at the glory and don't really know what price they paid, we get into the line and then we become impatient. And so now what happens is, this sir, go touch the trophy and then you can walk off stage. What happens now is the line moves up, and here, opposed to celebrating him doing executive this is your attitude. See, this is some of our attitude. Somebody go executive oh, that's nice. Whatever. Yes, they lucked up. Anyway, it's my turn next. And so now you look at the line, you're like, it's not moving. So here's what we do. We try to skip. Oh, no. And they say, no, you got to wait your turn. And so some people, opposed to waiting for their turn, they get out of. And then now they have to go start at the very back of the line somewhere else. Are you listening to me? Yes. So now, Mr. Fallon, he goes off, he becomes the next CEO. Go ahead, Mr. Jack Fallon, he goes. Yeah, you're going to celebrate that. Now here you are, you're still alive. And if you're not careful, this is where the business gets tough. Because you start to deal with the 4 mental enemies. Number 1, rejection. People will say no. And they don't come out and say no. They say stuff like, I'm going to think about it. I'll get back with you. I'm going to get started on Friday. How many of y'all ever had those Phantom Friday people? Y'all get started on payday. Yeah. I'm getting in, right? So here we go. Friday comes, they don't show up. The credit card declined. They call the FBI. I mean, just all type of stuff. So now, but you're still alive, though. You're still alive. So now, Mr. Carter, he goes off and goes global. He touches it now. There it is. We celebrate. Miss Janelle Simpson, she goes out and becomes an ambassador. There you go. What's her name? Ebony goes executive ambassador. Now, your line has just moved up. And here you are, you ready, you can see it. Right? This is it right here. You celebrated for everybody else.
That's right.
And you listen. Yeah, I'm finna. Yeah. I got this car I've been wanting to get. I got these shoes, Manolos. They still got them. Anyway, they got those. You start seeing it, and it's right there within reach.
Right there.
And then you're getting ready to go director. You're getting ready to go executive director. You're getting ready to go regional. You start taking your step to national, global, and then it goes backwards. You just thought it just grew. No. So you're showing the plan, and do you know some people will leave? Yeah, you lost a leg. Don't worry. I'm not trying to scare you. I want to prepare you.
Come on.
So you lose a leg of business. Now here you were. You was right there at national. Now you're qualifying regional. How's your attitude?
Still positive.
Watch this. How are you treating people?
That's right. Come on now.
Because if you don't treat them right, then you start cussing people, start saying, you start bantering and get to the Now here you are. You done lost 2 legs. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
But this is where your will. Remember I told you about that skill stuff? See, that skill stuff gets you in the line. It's the will that keeps you there. So now the will to win has to kick in. See, all the other people, they off enjoying their spoils of their labor. They've gotten their stuff done. They're winning at an all-time high. And here you are. No legs. Now you got to do some dirty work.
Right there.
Oh, yeah. So you were ready. You was all cute. Nah, you got to come on off that stuff. Oh, yeah. You got to do some real work now. Yeah, you got to put that list together again. Yeah. You got to ask people these questions. Yeah. Do you know anybody who wants to lose up to 5 pounds? In 5 days. Yeah. Yes. You got to get back in the car. Start driving to go to show the plan. Bless you, darling. And you got to now get down and dirty. Because you can't be all cute and sedated. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
Now, this is where a lot of people will begin to leave.
Yes.
Right.
Because they no longer believe. Now they're seeing, we're about to see your character because we fell in love with your charisma. But now we're going to see your true character after the honeymoon stage. And so now you got to get down.
What you say?
Start trying to reach for it. In spite of who's laughing.
That's right.
In spite of who's scoffing.
That's right.
In spite of who's posting. In spite of what they're saying.
That's right.
You still have to reach for it. And even if you're reaching and nobody's clapping. Even when you're reaching, nobody's applauding. Nobody's saying you're going to get there. And you may even fall down on your face. But the will to win will pick you back up.
Come on now.
And when nobody's applauding, this is when you can dust yourself off. This is when you get introduced to your real self.
Come on.
This is when you know that no matter what happens, I can build it over and 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 over. You're tired. Over and over and over. You want to quit. Over and over and over. They laughed. And over and over. Nobody's doing it.
And over and over and over and over and over and over.
And before you
don't
know
quit.
Yes, over.
Yeah.
I did it one time, I can do it again.
Woo! Yes.
it's going to be a supernatural success.
Yes.
Yeah. You do the natural and let him do the super. God bless you. God bless your family.